Hey everybody, welcome back. This is just some second channel stuff, quick updates for you. Actually right now I am getting ready to go to the Retro World Expo in Hartford, Connecticut. That's this weekend, August 23rd to the 25th. And Saturday I have a presentation at the convention at 1 p.m. So if you are going to be at the convention, I'd really love to see you at the presentation. It would be wonderful. I have a lot of things planned, and also I'll be opening things up to the audience and trying to cover anything that really anybody wants to talk about. If they have any topics specifically for CRTs and stuff like that, that I don't have any plan to cover, but I do have an awesome presentation. And so I'm getting things ready for that, but I'm also going to have a booth at the expo. So if you want to come by and just say hey and talk CRTs, I'll be there pretty much most of the weekend, at least some Friday, pretty much all day Saturday, and a little bit Saturday or Sunday morning. And one of the other things I'll have at the booth is actually some CRTs that I have restored. And I'm going to flip the camera around and show you these real quickly. Okay, first up, we have a this is the Toshiba. This is a Toshiba 14-inch AF 4.3. So let me tell you all the good stuff about this one. First off, here's the label, November of 2003. And let's just look down here at the input board. It's awesome, right? We've got RF, S-video, composite, component video, and then lovely RGB. So this one has been MUX modified with Sector Sunthar's RGB kit. Works awesome. It's also had a cap kit done for the power, the neck board, and the deflection. They've all been recapped. It's been serviced, and it has an OEM remote control. You also have video and audio in the front. And again, you don't lose any functionality on this set with that MUX mod. I'll have more information. I have a little video coming on that mod. But this one will be for sale. I also have these 3 CRTs right here that will be for sale. We have another Sony KV. This is a 13-inch TR28, I believe. It has composite video in the front, power, channel, volume, all the good stuff. It also has its OEM remote control. And then if we go around on the back here, this one, let me make sure it's a TR28. Okay, so this one's a bit older. It has had a cap kit done on the monitor, just like the other one. And this one has a MUX kit installed also. This one's powered by this switch back here. And it's a different MUX kit that was actually epoxied in, so it does look a bit rough around the edges on this input part right here. But it's highly functional, works wonderful. And it still has like the MUX setting where you can use the service menu through RGB. It's not a problem. It's also got composite video, mono audio, and again, restored, will be available. And then I have these 2 monitors that will be available. First off, down here is a Sony BVM8044QD. This one does, again, just about everything you need. Okay, component, RGB, composite, S-video, even SDI. It does not have audio support. I'll show you more on the front there, but this one's been, both of these have been recapped as far as the cap kit goes, and they've had the color potentiometer correction done. So they are going to be really good and ready to go. And this one does just about everything except for this model. This is the 5041Q. This model does not do S-video. It just does a component video or RGB and then composite video. So that's not anything unusual. Let's see here. Look at the fronts. The clean, nice tubes. This one has a near perfect overlay on it, so it's just a mint condition. 5041Q looks awesome. And then this one again is the BVM edition. It looks like the PVMs, but it's the BVM. You'll notice there's no volume knob. That's because there is no speaker on this one. That's not like an error. That's the way Sony actually made this monitor. The good thing about this one is it has the 450 line high resolution tube, and again, it's super clean, so it's got that higher resolution picture than on the 250 line tube that's in the 8-inch format. So that's those three. And then we have the JVC, which maybe you've seen in the other shows and stuff. This is the, let's see, 13-inch. It is the TM13U from 1987. This one has been completely restored, completely recapped. Works perfectly, looks amazing. Let's see, you get composite video in and out. And that's pretty much it on the back. This also has a replacement door here that blocks off the buttons, and it just looks really great, that black replacement door. And this one will be available fully redone. So that's all the CRTs, and I will be bringing one thing other than a CRT, and that's this guy. And that is a restored PVM right there, but it's an LCD. You may remember me talking about it a couple years ago. That one's probably going to be the cheapest thing at the booth, that LCD. So that's all the CRTs I have for you available. Now, again, I hope you have an opportunity to come by the booth, either if you want to buy a CRT or not. Now, if you are on Patreon and you see this video first and you want to get a heads up and like, if you really want one of these CRTs, you can reach out to me and I can line things up for you. I will tell you, as far as pricing goes, I'm only really charging my fees for servicing the sets, okay? So like the most expensive set, it got deluxe treatment. It's going to be no more than $700, but I know that sounds like a lot, but at the same time, you're basically getting the CRT for free, right? So we're talking about the BVM, maybe like, for example, the Sony RGB modded KV would be something like $500, but you're just getting the CRT for free. You're paying for all the services that I've done for them. So it's not going to be something crazy high prices, but they do have you know, a reasonable price on them. If you're interested in that, again, you can get a head start on that by sending me a message on Patreon. If you're not a member, you can check that out below. But if you come to the show, I will have like links and documentation available. They'll all have clear price marked on them, and again, there will be QR codes that will show you like all the servicing that's been done to them, so they have a nice documented history. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all for watching this video. Please, if you're going to be at the convention, definitely come by and say hello to me at the booth, and I would love to see you again at my presentation on Saturday at 1 p.m. And I'll see you guys next time with some more retro content.